Alright, guys, we are here. It's late. I'm just about to go home. I just wanted to put this quick video up for you guys, give you something to think about. It's a Tuesday night, so hopefully you see this before you go into training the next day, or before you start your training session, or something like that. Regardless, it's going to give you something to think about. So, it's called the missing puzzle, or the missing piece to the puzzle. So it's really just a mindset thing again. And a lot of these things are going to be about mindset when we talk about athletics and CrossFit and all that sort of stuff. Think of yourself as a puzzle, and what is the missing piece for you to become complete? All right. The biggest strength to a professional athlete. Now, a professional athlete not being in terms of getting paid, but a professional athlete being someone who looks at themselves objectively, is being able to look at yourself like a puzzle, or like a machine or a car, something like that. What do I need? What is the individual pieces that I need to make myself a complete athlete? Now, it can be way harder than what you originally think it's going to be when you start. This is the way that our body works, the way that especially the sport of CrossFit comes together as a entire test, from the open to regionals and through to the games, can be very misleading in what it will try and make you believe is a weakness and a strength. So, for example, there was a workout in the CrossFit Games this year called two-stroke pull, and it was run, air dyne, sled pull, hand over hand sled pull. Now, on paper, it looks like a aerobic workout. Just go and do work, pretty high pace. If you're fit, you're going to do well. Now, for me, and this is just me, came to find out very quickly is that it wasn't an aerobic workout, it was a power output workout. So your ability to sustain and put out a certain amount of power on the air dyne. Now, a weakness that I have is I'm very good aerobically, but I'm not that great with power stuff, and it's something that have said in the past, and something that I'm working on and will improve tenfold now in the off season. So for me specifically, being able to generate and then replicate power output through my quads, and my lack of ability to do that to a certain threshold then places a huge emphasis on my aerobic system, because the way that you want to think about it is I've got this big V8 engine, which is my aerobic system, and then my power output, these tiny little gears. So these tiny little gears are spinning at 8,000 RPM, like driving a big V8 in first gear, and it's maxing out, hitting the rev limiter, and I'm going 10 k's an hour. So how do I upgrade those gears? If I had stronger or better ability to put out power, that is then going to take some stress off my aerobic system and actually allow me to go faster in what should be an aerobic workout. Does that make sense? So by taking more strength, it alleviates stress from my aerobic system and allows things to work in sync and gives the illusion of being more aerobically fit. But that's not the case, right? It's just I'm the same level of being fit aerobically, but now I have more power coming from my legs, and I'm able to repeat and sustain a higher level of power output using like the lactate system, different energy system, and muscles. And that gives the impression if you were to watch the workout, that I am aerobically a better athlete, but it's not the case. So how does this apply to you? What is your missing puzzle piece? Are you just not aerobically fit? So can you row for an hour straight without cramping up and like being able to talk the whole time? Like, you have to obviously do your paces, and we can go into depth about that down the line. Or are you not strong enough? Like, can you just not lift the weight? Can you just not, whatever it may be? Or is it something very specific, like you have a weak upper back, you have weak biceps, you have weak, like I said, weak quads? Or is it a very specific energy system issue coupled with maybe a weak muscle group? That is something that, if you want to go to the next level, you need to find out. Alright guys, some stuff to think about there, and I'll speak to you guys soon.